Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to our new video. I am Kobe, and today we're going to be talking about the pros and cons of deploying. Welcome to our channel. We are the Christ fam. Well, I mean, you're also part of the Christ fam, but you know, whatever. This is at least the Christ fam YouTube channel hosted by none other than us. So, let's get started. So before we get started, as always, if you'll go ahead and click on that subscribe button right there and click on that bell so you can get notified whenever we release some more amazing videos just like this one. So what we're going to be talking about is my own personal opinion on pros and cons of deploying. Now, your opinions may be different, and this is primarily for IUD to Qatar. That's where I am. And I don't know, obviously, any other deployments right now. So, again, these are just my personal opinions, but let's get started. Pro number one, your time. Okay, so obviously, depending on your job, it depends on how long you work and your schedule or whatnot. If you're like me in the maintenance career field, you work a lot. You know, you're 12-hour shifts. So, with that, you don't have a ton of time, which is unfortunate, but you do get a day, day and a half off, something like that. And with that, you don't really have as much as you would have at your home station to do. You know, going out, hanging out with friends, going and traveling, doing this, doing that. You know, you're kind of stuck on base, or at least around this general vicinity, which isn't always the best, you know. But with that time, you do get to do some important things to kind of better yourself in a way. Mainly, I would suggest, you know, reading the Bible and praying and getting to know God more, and reading more of just Christian-based books, stuff like Finding God's Life for My Will by Mike Donahue or Relationship Goals by Michael Todd. Obviously, those are some of the two that I really want to focus on. I bought a new book. It's called A Creative Minority, and I should be getting here very, very soon. It's a really great book. But yeah, so you have time to do other things. Not only that, you can also try going to school. I know some people who've tried doing that. And then if you want, you also have time to kind of binge watch Netflix at times. So, you know, it's kind of up to you. Pro number two is money. Now, money is a huge influence of some people on why they like to come out here, because you come out here and it's tax-free, which means, if you don't know, you get your full paycheck without taxes getting taken out, and when you do taxes at the end of the year, you don't have to claim those on your taxes, which is incredible, and you can save so much money because, again, there's really not a ton to do out here. So that's another pro. Pro number three is meeting new people. I've met so many new people here. Instead of just staying at my home station, being able to meet new people and to build relationships, people that are stationed all around the globe. You know, Virginia and Florida and Georgia and California and Germany, places like that, and you're just building your relationships with those people and being able to really have those really great friendships. It's really important, you know, to try to build out here, because it can be kind of hard. It definitely is. So that's always a positive thing, is just being able to meet new people and being able to create really good friendships and relationships with them. Con number four. Now, this is just for Qatar Air Base as far as I know. I'm not exactly sure wherever else you go how that is. But with Qatar, before COVID hit, you could go off base, especially on your day off. You could get with a couple people. You couldn't go by yourself, but you have to go with a couple people, and you'd be able to go off base and explore the mall, be able to ride camels, be able to do a ton of different things. I mean, a ton. There's a lot to do outside of base, you know. Unfortunately, with COVID right now, we're not able to do that, which is obviously unfortunate, but it's a really cool thing if you do come to Qatar once COVID's done with. Hopefully that comes back, because when I was here the first 2 months, you were able to go off base. I did not, so I squandered that opportunity, and I'm sad about that. But you do have that opportunity, which is really awesome. Pro number five, you get to deal with different types of leadership. Now, in your opinion, this could either be a pro or a con, depending on who you get. You can have some really, really great leadership that you're like, yo, they're the people, you know, they're doing what they can to help you out, they're teaching you things, they're this. Or you could have really bad leadership who They just want to have power, and they really don't care too much about you. They care a lot about themselves. So again, it could be a pro or con, but you get the chance to really explore different types of leadership that might be different from your home station. So whether your home station's really bad leadership and you come here and it could be a total different type of leadership. So who knows? So those are my top 5 pros. Now we go to cons. My first con: yes, you get to meet a ton of different people, but you are around those people constantly. That can be so frustrating. Now, even though I don't have a roommate that's on my shift, people that I see every single day, sometimes I can get kind of frustrated, because you're always around them, and it can be very tiring for sure. Con number 2, you miss a lot of what goes on at your home station, or what goes on even at home. If you're stationed near your house, or you're able to go and travel and you can go to your house, normally you really can't do that with deployments, which stinks. Take, for example, me. Back home, my parents and my family just got like a couple of new puppies, and I FaceTime them, and it's awesome. I love being able to talk to them, but I can't be there and be able to meet the puppies and to hang out and play with them. And and it sucks. When they're doing things, I'm here. Same with people back in home station. They're traveling, going to France, going to Austria, going to Switzerland, going to so many different places, and it's like I can't do that because I'm stuck here. So it stinks. That's definitely a con, because when you message them or you see their Instagram stories or Snapchat stories, or you're talking with them, a lot of stuff happens. And trust me, I love hearing about it. I do. I love being able to talk to them about what's going on, about what they're doing, seeing pictures, seeing videos. I love that. It just can be hard sometimes because, you get FOMO, fear of missing out, and it's not okay. It's not awesome. But it just makes you look forward to getting back, and something to look forward to, and that can be really a positive thing from a con. Con number 3 is the heat. Now, thank the Lord I got here in January, because it was about 80s at max, and it slowly got warmer, because right now with the heat index, I think today the high was around 126 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but it's hot. If I would have come straight from Germany here, Germany would probably be like 80, 90 degrees. Heat, and coming from that straight to 125 degrees would have been so hard, and so that's a con. The heat is just so much sometimes. Thank the Lord they do a pretty good job with the AC, especially in the dorms here. We're sitting at a comfortable 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Most of the buildings have AC, and a lot of the trucks that they have AC as well. It always helps. It's very, very nice. But yeah, that heat can be killer if you just even need to go to the BX. In addition to the heat, the humidity. I work at night, so you'd think, okay, at night it's not so bad, but since it's Qatar, it's around the ocean. You see the moisture in the air, and you can even just walk outside for like 15-20 seconds and already start to sweat. It's very, very bad, but something you got to get used to, I guess. Con number 4, it can get kind of lonely. Lonely, I'm Mr. Lonely. Now, I am a huge people person. I am. I love being able to hang out with people, especially back at Ramstein or back home or whatever it may be. And when I'm not working, I love being able to hang out with them and go on trips and just spend time with them. And here it's really hard to do that. Personally, I spend a lot of time at work, and then I come home, sleep, get up, shower, go back to work. And it can be hard. Even if you FaceTime it, you're not there in person, and it can be pretty lonely. The best thing I would suggest is not only getting into God's Word and not only really trying to get to know Him more, but also trying to just hang out with people outside of work. It's hard for me just because it's 12s a lot, and I do hang out with a couple people, especially on my off day, which is such a blessing, but it's still kind of lonely, and you're trapped in your thoughts some of the time, and it can be a little frustrating sometimes for sure, but that's another con. Last but not least, con number 5. So when you get your orders to deploy, sometimes you leave on time, other times you don't, and that is in my case as well, you can get extended, which really stinks. Keep in mind, God has a plan. You know, God absolutely does, and he knows what he's doing. But it does stink sometimes, you know, when you're expecting to leave in mid to late July and they extend you to mid to late August. It's like, oh, it's another month. Oh, and it's, you know, you get prepared to leave, but then you can't. And that can be kind of frustrating, you know. Very, very saddening, you know, because you get excited about going home and oh, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, and now you can't. And it's saddening. It is. But knowing that, you know, God is good and he has a plan no matter what it is, that's always encouraging and always great. So, yeah, those are my personal pros and cons list of deploying. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and again, as always, if you go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell, it'd be super awesome. And you know what? Give a like on this video. We'd love to see it. And we will see you guys in the next video. Bye.